Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine Danielle, and today we're gonna be talking about some real stuff, y'all. It is if you have outgrown your circle of friends, if you need to leave your friends, and what you're experiencing during this time. So within your group, if you're starting to feel uncomfortable, you feel unsupported, you feel like y'all have nothing in common anymore, you feel like you're growing and progressing and they're staying stagnant, you feel targeted or misunderstood, or you feel as if you just don't fit in anymore. Let me be the first to tell you, you are experiencing growth. And this is just a step in your journey to becoming aligned and becoming your true self. So right now, that uneasy feeling that you get when you're with them is a part of your growth. You're growing. And through this experience, you're being called out of certain relationships, certain friendships, certain situations that mean you know well. So we all are on this earth to have a greater calling on our lives. Some of us actually elevate mentally and spiritually to where we're able to experience this alignment. And some of us don't. But at this moment, it's your time. You're no longer supposed to fit in, so stop trying to shrink yourself to fit into this box or with this circle that you've outgrown and no longer serves you a purpose, because you're evolving and you're slowly but surely becoming who you're meant to be. So there's really like a meaning behind when people say level up, or you're leveling up, or I'm leveling up. Now, a lot of people may not understand that. A lot of people may not get that because they haven't experienced growth yet. But I'm here to tell y'all, it's levels to this. It's levels to this, okay? If you don't understand or you don't realize what goes into effect during your level up process, then you're at a standstill right now and you're not really experiencing growth. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. You'll get there, but right now it's not your season. For your friends who are like this, they are not intended to make it to the next level with you. You know how you've heard, like, people come in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Their season is up. Sometimes we are blessed with friends who are able to level up with us, and then sometimes we're blessed with discernment. So we're able to realize who's not supposed to make it to that next chapter, who doesn't make it to the next level, and who is not worthy enough to experience or befriend you once you've been aligned. And all of this will be determined by your discernment. It's going to teach you how to spot a fake friend or a fake situations. It's going to be your inner voice and guide that's telling you that this is not your friend. This situation is no good for you. These people mean you harm. They don't mean you well. They don't want what's best for you. They're fake, X, Y, and Z. But it's also going to ask you, what are you getting from this? What did you just gain? What are you gaining from being in this friendship? Start listening to your feelings and emotions, and don't turn a blind eye to the voice of God. So one way that you can tell is when you go out to gatherings, you go out to lunch, y'all turning up at the crib, you leave there, ask yourself, what did I just get from this? Am I full? Have they uplifted me? Do I feel motivated? Do I feel like they have my best interests at heart? Did they just inspire me to be better? Do I feel like I have their support? You have to be able to listen and watch their actions, watch their tone that they take with you, because ultimately all the signs are there. We see red flags all the time and we just dismiss them. One of the biggest things that I had to understand is that I was allowing people to block my blessings. Don't let others determine your overall outcome of life or block your blessings by keeping all of these stagnant relationships, dead weight, fake people, fake relationships, fake friendships, pocket watchers, gotta keep uppers, negative energies, fake love, she brand new, she thinks she better than everybody, people in your life. Trust me, you will not be able to elevate, because that dead weight and that negative energy is just gonna bring you down and keep you stagnant just like them. And you will not be able to elevate until you release the enemy's energies from off of you. You have to protect your energy at all costs. Cut it. While I'm talking, you already know who it is that you need to cut off. You know who these people are. Cut it. Protect your energy, sis. So I know one thing is, once we cut off these people and we're all alone, we are experiencing something called the wilderness. You are meant to be in the wilderness in order for you to elevate, to become aligned. So one thing is, you guys do not need to feel like you're missing out on something. You know, you see them on Instagram having a good time, pouring drinks, club hopping. Don't feel like you're missing out on it. Something bigger and better is in store for you. And by you being obedient to your growth, you will be blessed to be able to experience it. So going throughout this journey, you have to think about yourself as a new you. You are reborn, as some people would say. So you're reborn. You got on all white, okay? but your friends are at the park. Why would you wear all white to the park? That don't mix. You don't wear white to the park. Because when you sit on that bench, all that rust and all the dirt is going to go on you. Your white's going to get dirty. You don't want to tarnish your whites, okay? Keep your whites clean, okay? Keep your whites away from your colors. And I'm talking about clothes here. You wearing white. You got to walk differently now. You got to move differently now. In the park with them friends, is not moving differently. And you know, I hate to break it to you, but most people who are walking in their purpose or are aligned or are experiencing growth have very little to no friends. And it's okay to miss those friends, but don't miss that situation. Don't miss that relationship. And it can almost feel like a tug of war between you being your old person and becoming your new person. But let me tell you, the wilderness is so much better. When you get rid of all that negativity, all of the people pleasing, and just all of the negative energies that comes with you being unaligned, you won't even miss it. And that tug of war feels that way because you're hurting your old self. You're diminishing your old self. You are leaving who you were before to become who you're meant to be. I mean, but at some point you got to ask yourself why you keep fighting a dead war. Where did you get when you were with them? You have fun, but what did they teach you? Nothing. You're not elevating with them. Let them go. Now, the cutting off is going to be the hard part. The journey within itself is going to be so easy. You are going to have people that try to pull you back in, people that try to reel you in, but you have to stand firm in your belief and in your actions. And just know, have that faith that you're going to walk out much better than you walked in. Ooh. You will be called brand new. You probably gonna get called fake. You're gonna be called all types of things by these people that you thought were your friends because they don't understand. But you also have to understand that they are not doing this out of jealousy or out of rage, but they are hurt. But the reason why is because they might be in a state where they're lost and they're trying to figure life out just like you were figuring life out. And you could be the one that brings them to their calling. You could be the one that leads by example so that they become spiritually aligned. You just might be the person that introduces them to growth and introduces them to alignment. And they'll see you walking in your purpose. They'll see you happy. And they'll want to do that too. They'll want to be just like you too. But, you know, I know earlier I had said that we are blessed sometimes to have people that elevate with us. Most of the time we don't. But you first have to get yourself together. You have to grow so then you can pull them out of that life. Have them walking in their purpose. Have them spiritually aligned, but you can't do it together. But you have to be able to put yourself first because otherwise it's the blind leading the blind. Y'all all going to be out here in the wilderness lost, not knowing what to do. Your journey is different from their journey. They will have to experience the same wilderness, which I'll talk about in another video, and they have to experience the same things that you do. And the only thing you can do in the meantime is just pray for them and hope that they get there. Okay, so everything within your alignment starts with self, okay? So with that, I have a homework assignment for you all, and this homework assignment is to recognize and accept. That is what you need to be doing right now. You need to recognize something and accept what comes with it. First, you need to recognize where you are mentally and accept where you're headed. You need to recognize who you've outgrown and accept that they can't make it to the next level with you. Then you need to recognize that actions need to be made, and then accept and anticipate the backlash that's going to come with you recognizing that. The backlash is going to come with you making those moves. The backlash and the hate that's going to come with you cutting off those people. Then you need to recognize that you're about to step into the wilderness. You are about to be in the wilderness completely alone with you and God in order for you to grow. Once you do this, lastly, you need to accept your blessings and allow them to fall on you. So that's your first steps in walking in your journey and becoming spiritually aligned or learning more about God. You have to learn more about God in order to learn more about yourself. Now, I'm not here to push my religious views onto you, but the way that I got how I am today is through God, and I will always and forever say that. I know a lot of people refer to God as the universe or spiritual guides, spiritual beings, all of that. But here on my channel, I will refer to him as God. And all of my practices or my principles have him at the core and at the center of everything. So it can be different from you. But like I said before, it's a part of my journey. He is a part of my journey. You might feel differently with yours, but know what to tell y'all because you might feel differently with your journey, but I got where I am today by keeping him the focal point of everything that I have done, and I'm living life. I'm great. I'm so much better. But the first thing was he did call me away from my friends, and I was in the wilderness. And I know you keep hearing me say wilderness, but I'll talk about this in another video. But as for right now, your first step is to cut off your friends. This is your first step of being spiritually aligned. I'm so happy that I could talk to you guys about this today, because this is one of the first things that I did when I started to notice that shifts in my life. So you already know. You need to cut it. Cut them off. Cut them off. They mean, you know, well, let them go. If it's meant to be, they'll come back. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Leave me a comment down below if you've done this, if you plan to do this, or if you've already been here. So give me some insight about what you think about this, and also what you want me to talk about next. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. It's free. It's free. Tell a friend about my video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. I don't care. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings no way. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, I think I have some candy in here, don't I? All right, I'll go first. Ooh, okay.